If you do any of these 5 things, your career is basically, well, you're dead in the water. In this video, I'm helping you advance your management career with no nonsense sense, if that makes any sense. Listen, there's a ton of stuff that you can do to absolutely 100% derail your career. We're going to go over 5 of these career killers just so that you know them and you don't do them. The first one, and this is going to sound odd when I first was kind of putting it together, but you need a plan. Now, you may think, well, Mike's just talking about I need a plan for my day. No, what you need is you need a plan for your career, you need a plan for your life, and you need a plan for your money. You also may think, because I did, that these are totally separate plans. They're not. If your career is on track and you have the title that you want, and your family life is good, but your finances are not ideal, well, that could force you to make some decisions based on money as opposed to keeping life good and working on your career. If you've got the money, if you've got the career, but you don't have a plan for your family or your personal life, that will have a direct impact on your career, because now you may lose some EQ. You may lose some drive. There has to be a balance. So what's the plan for your career? What's your life goals? What are your financial goals? Do you have a budget? Do you work a budget? Do you work your budget at work? These 3 things have to mesh. You can succeed at work without having them mesh, but it's not the same level of success you will have if you can get all 3 of these pieces working together. The next way that managers fail and they kill their career is they don't put enough emphasis on results. Listen, you're hired to do a job and you're going to put a lot of effort in, but I'm going to tell you a reality that may sting. Nobody is paying you for your effort. When you're in school, grade school, and you put effort into coloring inside the lines, yes, your teacher gave you points. In the real world, if you are not delivering results, nobody cares about your effort. Now, there are times that you want to try new things, and that's great, but at the end of the day, you're hired for a job. You need to manage the results. If you're not getting the results, you need to understand that you're limiting your room for growth. You're limiting the amount of money that you're worth, because who's going to pay you if you can't get the results? And you are probably limiting your time at the company you're at. At the end of the day, it's the results that pay the bills and keep the lights on. So if you are not delivering results, did you really show up to work? This is one that I find really confuses some people. Doing things is different than getting things done. Now, this kind of ties into getting results, but listen, you can answer your emails all day. You can empty that inbox, and that's fantastic. Bravo. But did you get anything done? Does that impact the company? Does that impact your end results? Of course, some of those emails you have to get back to. Some of those emails are the way you get results, but not all of them. You ever see those people that they're always busy? I've had bosses that they just run from job to job, to site, and they're not actually getting things done. They're running around like a chicken with their head cut off. They're busy. I'm not saying that they're not busy. Genuinely, they are busting it, but they're not accomplishing anything. Now, how are you going to fix that if this is you? You need to write a to-do list of things that need to be done, the things that show results. After that, fill it up by being busy, but make sure the top things that you have to do today are the things that actually get things done. The next career killer is, listen, you got into management, you finished your degree, or you finished your apprenticeship, or you finished your whatever, and you've been hired. You're the boss. You're the first level of defense. You get soft. Some of you are thinking, I've made it. I'm in the big chair now. You can't tell me what to do. I know everything there is to know. Wrong. Dead wrong. As a leader, as a supervisor, as a manager, you need to be updating your skills. Listen, the work ethic and the knowledge that got you into this position is not going to just carry you through for the rest of your career. You need to update. You need to pick up books. You need to go to seminars. You need to do courses. Speaking of courses, you need to learn how to delegate. And there's a link to my course in the description below. But one way or another, you need to update your skills. You need to learn new skills. Because if you don't, who's going to promote you? How do you know that the next guy hired, who's been working, who's fresh, that he's not going to move up faster than you or even just take your spot? Listen, if you're comfortable in the position you have, that's great, but that's not enough. I'm not saying that you need to go and you're hitting that executive suite. You're hitting that, I want to be the CEO. I'm not saying that has to be you. But just to maintain your career, just to maintain the position you're in, you need to update skills. You need to bring value every day. And thinking of, being in the position and you're set, that's only part of the problem. Here's the other half of that, is that when you get comfortable and you know everything, you can't replace me. You think you're getting rid of me? I'm irreplaceable. Dead. You're gone. There is nobody in any company that's irreplaceable. Now, you may have a ton of knowledge. You may know your work environment like the back of your hand. Again, it does not mean you're irreplaceable. If the staff don't like you, if the higher-ups don't like you, if you're not bringing results, if you're not bringing anything new to the table, if you're just taking up space, you're replaceable. If you're bringing more problems than solutions, you're replaceable. I've seen this time and time again. We had a management team at the airport, and some of these guys just thought, this is a gravy job. I'll let all the minions do the work. I know enough. They won't replace me. They can't replace me. They need 4 supervisors, 1 for each crew. They can't just up it. Whoa, but they can. And they did. So when you rest on your laurels and when you think, I'm a king, understand everybody is going after the king. From above and from below. I don't even know if that makes sense, but just understand you're replaceable. And I'm not saying that you need to live in fear, but you need to have a grasp on what the reality actually is. Now, 5 career killers. Let's go to the next video after I get my coffee, and I think I got 5 more. Yeah, let's do that. Ciao.